Wilson Morales from Black Film and TV. Hello, Bisha. How's it going?
Hi, Wilson. It's going very well, thank you. How are you?
Good. So, I'm looking at your background and go, okay, this is not totally new. She worked for Loki. So, how much of that experience helped you shape this series out?
Oh my gosh, a huge amount of that experience. I think I was so lucky to be in that first wave of television shows that the MCU were putting out in terms of this phase. I learned so much in that writer's room about how to work with the giant web of storytelling that already exists from like 10 years of movies and TV, and how you interact with those story pieces and how you treat that not like a challenge, but like a puzzle and like a really joyful experience. It's something that I learned in that Loki writer's room. The other piece that I really learned was just through the connectivity with the other shows that were being written at the same time. Like WandaVision was being written next door. Malcolm's Falcon and the Winter Soldier was being written across the hallway. And the fact that those connections then, like Malcolm was one of the first people who called me up and gave me advice when I got the job. And then Jack Schaefer became a really great mentor and like comrade and friend through all of this. So that support and learning from their experiences meant that when I was going into like the second round of shows, at the time it was the second round of shows, I just had this like team of people who wanted me to do well and who were supportive and really kind and generous. So those are all the great factors of having been on that Loki experience in the first place.
With Marvel, you get a little bit of almost everything. You get drama, you get comedy, and you get the vision that's everywhere. So for you, what's the challenging aspect or what's the best part of it that you want to focus on more? The comedy aspect of it, the storytelling, and then there's the vision, the back and forth, because that's a lot of work for your editors and your story artists.
Listen, Marvel worked all of us hard, I'll say that. I think it was all of it. It's a combination of all of it. There's comedy in it, but the comedy allows you to go to dramatic places that have emotional impact and that have character impact too. So none of them exist without the other. They're deeply intertwined. And it's how you meet that out and how you move from one to the other and how you build it over the course of the show. Like that's like my heart space. That's what I love doing. It's putting all these pieces together. So in terms of the focus for this entire show, from creation, from adapting it from the comics to my vision for it, to the writing, the writers room, to the directors who all had their vision, and Sana's vision was all about how we putting Kamala's internal world and her character on screen and her character journey. And this show is so rooted in that and so rooted in who she is that all of those things come together because all of those things are a part of Kamala Khan.
And then working with Iman, obviously, how did you get her to be confident to play this role? Because this is her first big shot that everybody's now going to know her from because Marvel has that audience.
Oh, of course. I mean, typically and in our case as well, that's the director's job. But the thing with Iman is, as soon as she turned up for her audition, like her screen test in person, what work was there to do with this woman? Like she is Kamala Khan. Like already she was there, inherently in who she is and her fandom regarding like the MCU and Marvel Studios and how things work behind the camera and the artistry, the craft behind that. She was already kind of fangirling over those elements. So the fact that her story as an actor and someone going through this incredible journey that she's about to go on and that she's been on for a few years now, is deeply connected to the fictional story that we're putting on screen. And I think that's what's so exciting and thrilling is that this show is for the fans. It really is a love letter to fans and for people who've grown up with the MCU in their cultural bones. And the fact that we're able to tell this story now with Iman, who's just genuinely manifests what the story is. It's a joy. There was no work to be done. I mean, there was a lot of work to be done, but she just hit the ground running. It was incredible to watch.
And she definitely is somebody to watch. I'm going to continue to watch. Congratulations on this gig. Keep doing it. We're here to watch and support. Take care.
Thank you so much, Wilson. That's very kind. It was lovely to speak with you.